This is a mini chainsaw from TEMU. It's pretty good at cutting things. Now we're going to see how it stands up to a human arm. Jonathan is going to be our test subject. Here, hold out your arm real quick. Come on. Come here, Jonathan. Don't worry about it. We'll tie him up later. A few months ago, I spent hundreds of dollars on gardening supplies from TEMU. Fast forward, and I only have 3 of those items anymore. So these are the top 3 items that maybe you should consider from TEMU if you're going to be buying on TEMU. The number 1 on the list is the Max Tapener gun. This is the Chinese version. The Max Tapener is Japanese, typically costs upward of $100. This cost us less than $20. So the way it works is you stick your finger in here, and it's made this perfect little tie with a staple at the end. You would put the plants together with this. So let's go test it out in the yard. It looks like we had some other type of tie on this. Let's try the tapener on it. So I'm gonna do a half squeeze, and that's gonna pull the ribbon out. We're gonna wrap it around. We got a nice tight seal. It's a lot more secure than this little piece of Velcro that was on it. Here we have a passion fruit vine. Typically what you'd want to do is something that's floppy, needs a little bit of support. This little tapener gun comes in really handy. And this passion fruit vine is very floppy. Typically you grow it on a fence or a trellis, and when it's still just growing in the pot, it's going to fly all over the place. So we'll tape it up. So I've got my bamboo skewer here. Half squeeze, pull it out, and there it goes. Now it's got a lot more support. That looks good. Now I'm going to do a stress test. I'm going to do 10 squeezes. Let's see how many times it works, how many times it fails. So 10 out of 10, it worked every time. Now let's see how easy it is to pull these things apart. So let's just give it a little test. That's very secure. Yeah, it's taken a lot of effort to pull these off. These wouldn't just come off on their own. Over time, maybe as it weakens, but these are quite secure. And so I remember when I first reviewed this, I gave it a pretty low rating. I'm gonna have to up its rating. This is a 10 out of 10 tool. For the price point and the reliability, this is a pretty solid TEMU find. Number 2 are these garden shears. And you might think this is kind of funny because it only has 2 parts versus the tapener gun that had a lot more going on with it. But I have to tell you why this makes the list. 1, it was about $1 or less, and look at this craftsmanship. This looks like it was smelted, like it was made in a blacksmith shop. 2 very strong pieces of cast iron. And so it never really had to cut very well to get a good rating from me, but I will go cut something and we'll show you how it goes. This is how it works on dead foliage. Comes clean right off. Here's some roots, right off. You don't really need to cut weeds. You can just pull those out, but it cuts right off. Let's find something tougher. Here's a bamboo skewer. So anyway, it's pretty solid craftsmanship. You can't get that for a dollar in the United States. And number 3 is the mini chainsaw, of course. So we had to take out this pine tree. It was a bit of a hurricane risk. This thing falls over, you're not getting your plants shipped to you this hurricane season. Let's see how the mini chainsaw stands up to this. I mean, the edges were kind of crispy, but it was still pretty solid inside, and it cut right through it. So I think that's pretty impressive. Not bad at all. And when your dad's not looking, you can go chopping through essential things like this fence post. Was one more thing I wanted to chop. Oh yeah, let's go find Jonathan. So that didn't work out as well as I'd hoped. Turns out bone is pretty dense, and this didn't quite stand up to it, but we did get through the flesh, so. And if there are kids watching, don't try this on your arm. I didn't actually cut Jonathan's arm. Be safe. You shouldn't be playing with a mini chainsaw if you're a kid anyway. But these are our top 3 picks. If you're gonna shop on TEMU, which maybe you should, maybe you shouldn't, maybe tariffs are making it a little bit more difficult, but these are pretty good picks if you're going to do it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and be sure to visit us at wellspringgardens.com.